Have you been stuck at the same English level for a while? You know a lot of English, but when you try to speak it, you always ended up saying the same things or using the same expressions. You keep learning, but you don't feel like your English is improving much. If that sounds like you, congratulations. You have hit the intermediate plateau. But don't worry, because today I'm going to share with you 5 powerful practical tips that will help you break through the plateau and start speaking English more fluently and confidently. So, are you ready? Let's go. The first tip is to change the input. Let's talk about your English diet. What are you feeding your brain every day? Many learners get stuck at the same level because they keep feeding themselves the easy and slow English. But in order to improve your English, you need to upgrade your input. Let me share a story with you. My Mandarin level was at grade 2 level. I moved to Japan when I was 8, right after I finished the first semester of grade 2. So technically, it was at the grade 1.5 level. And after we moved to Japan, I never used Mandarin for the next 11 years until I moved to California for school. And that's where I met a lot of Taiwanese friends. So I started to speak my broken Mandarin, and my Mandarin improved a lot. I was able to carry daily Mandarin conversations. But when it came to fast Mandarin or a deeper conversation, I had a hard time understanding everything. I needed subtitles to watch news channels or Chinese dramas like historical fictions. I stayed at that level for a while. In other words, my Mandarin plateaued. What pushed me over to the next level eventually was to keep watching shows like political discussions and Chinese dramas, even though I didn't fully understand all the conversations. Now, Chinese historical fictional dramas, if you know, are full of poems and proverbs. So, only because you can carry a daily conversation in Mandarin doesn't mean that you will be able to understand these dramas. In the same way, in the political shows, there are a lot of vocabulary that I was not familiar with and didn't use in my daily conversations. But by constantly exposing myself to these authentic shows that are outside of my comfort zone and challenging to understand, it broke my plateau and boosted up my Mandarin level. So, in the same way, you need to change your input if you feel like your English plateaued. So, here's you can do the same thing with your English plateaus. First of all, you can listen to authentic English, such as podcasts or interview. Something that you're interested in will keep your attention longer. So think about what you like to watch other than English videos. You can also read books and articles that challenge you, that will push you outside of your comfort zone. And don't settle with what you can understand easily. Lastly, watch TV shows without subtitles or with English subtitles only. When I didn't understand fully what I was watching with Chinese subtitles. And eventually, I am able now to just listen without subtitle and understanding what they're saying in the video. Remember, you will not be able to improve your English if you only listen to listening materials that are made for English learners. So expose yourself to real and natural English as much as you can. The second point is to speak more English, even when you are alone. Let me ask you, how often do you speak English? Now be honest. If you only speak English during lessons or language exchanges, it's not enough. So here's your new rule. Speak English every day, even if you are alone. Try this. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing out loud. For example, right now, I'm filming my next YouTube video and I'm speaking to you through the camera. You can also copy and repeat native speakers. Listen to what they say and repeat it, paying attention to their pronunciation, intonation, accent, and rhythm. And lastly, use voice memo. Record yourself speaking and listen to the progress. It will be a great encouragement and motivation as you realize how much you have improved. So the more you activate your English, the faster you will move forward. Thirdly, stop translating and think in English instead. Another reason learners get stuck, they're still translating in their heads. So stop translating and think in English instead. In order to be able to speak naturally, you need to stop translating. It might be challenging at the beginning, but as much as you can, intentionally stop translating in your head. And gradually, it will get easier as you go. Here's how you can train your brain. First of all, label things around you. For example, here's a stapler. I also have a Scotch tape. There's also a whiteout. It's broken actually, but I can still use it by pulling it. So I'm still using it. And I also have my pencil case that I've been using since high school, which is a long time. So in this way, just label everything you see around you and get your brain to think in English. You can also react and think in English. For example, if you bang your hand or your leg somewhere as you are walking, you can say, ouch, that hurts. Or if someone is being annoying, you can say, oh, that's annoying. And if you're working for a long time without taking a break, maybe you're hoping that you can take a break. So you can think in your head, I wish I could take a vacation. And lastly, use simple English to express your ideas. So don't get stuck trying to find perfect words. For example, instead of the complex English, if you wish to enhance your listening comprehension skills, it is imperative to familiarize yourself with the various phonetic reductions and connected speech patterns that occur in natural spoken English. Did you understand that at all? Instead, you can say, if you want to understand spoken English better, you need to learn how words connect and change in fast speech. Now, that's better, don't you think? If you translate word to word, you will get stuck. So the key is to think about what you want to say, the main point, and use simple English to say it. Start small, but practice every day. And soon, English will feel more natural. The next point is to learn real phrases, not just words. Vocabulary is important, but randomly learning words will not help you to become fluent. Instead, learn phrases in chunks, the way native speakers actually say things. For example, instead of appointment, learn, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And instead of busy, learn to say, I'm swamped with work. Swamped means you are overwhelmed because you are too busy. So by learning phrases, you'll sound more natural and speak faster without thinking too much. Finally, the last point is to get feedback. Fix your mistakes. One of the biggest reasons learners get stuck is because they don't have enough feedback. When you don't have enough feedback, you are likely to make the same mistakes over and over again. And when you make the same mistakes over and over, you're practicing your mistakes, and it'll be harder to fix later. So to solve this problem, join an English speaking group where people can correct you or give you a feedback. You can also work with a coach or teacher who can give you a direct feedback. I know many people are taking online English conversation lessons where they can ask the teacher or the coach their specific questions and get them answered during their lessons. Lastly, you can use AI tools to check your grammar and pronunciation. As you know, there are many fancy AI tools out there, but there are also many free tools you can use easily. Did you know that you can use the voice typing function in your Google document to check your grammar or pronunciation? Check this out. Here we are at a brand new Google document. When you're at your Google document, you want to go to Tools and then Voice Typing. When you click Voice Typing, you will see this microphone icon, and underneath it, it says Click to Speak. When you click it, it will start picking up your voice and start typing, just like this. Did you know Google Document is a great tool to check your English pronunciation? It will tell you if your pronunciation is accurate. So I pronounce accurate incorrectly on purpose to see how it will pick up. And as you can see, it's spelled wrong. I don't even know if this is a legitimate English word or not, but it will pick up your pronunciation. And this way, you can check to see if your word is accurate or not. So let's fix this by speaking over it one more time. Accurate. There it is. So that's how you can check to see if your pronunciation is correct. Alternatively, you can open a brand new social account just for English learning purpose only and send yourself English messages using the voice typing to practice speaking English. Learning on your own is great, but getting feedback will help you to fix your weaknesses and level up faster. So there you have it. 5 ways to break through your English plateau and start improving your English again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell on so you will not miss the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep learning, keep improving, keep speaking, and keep thinking in English. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care for now. God bless.